Anansi and Turtle, a retelling of an African folktale. Anansi was a sly, tricky spider. One day, Anansi harvested some plump, tasty yams from his garden. He baked them with much care, and they came out smelling delicious. Just as he was about to eat them, there was a knock at his door. It was Turtle, who had been traveling all day. Turtle was exhausted and very hungry. "Hello, Anansi," said Turtle. "I have been walking for so long, and I smelled the most delicious yams I've ever smelled. Would you share your meal with me?" Anansi could not refuse, as it was the custom in his country to share food with visitors at mealtime. But Anansi was not happy about this tradition. He wanted all the yams for himself. The tricky Anansi thought about the situation and came up with a plan. "Please do come in, Turtle. But wait, don't you know better than to come to the table with dirty feet?" Indeed, Turtle had been crawling all day and had not had a chance to wash up. Turtle rushed to the river to bathe. Then he waded back to the house where he saw that Anansi had eaten every last bite of the yams. Turtle stared at Anansi. Finally, he spoke. "Thank you, Anansi, for sharing your meal with me. If you ever find yourself near my house, please let me return the favor." Anansi thought about Turtle's invitation for weeks. One hungry afternoon, he decided to pay Turtle a visit. He found Turtle sunning himself on the riverbank just around dinner time. Turtle saw Anansi and said, "Hello, Anansi. Have you come to share your evening meal with me?" "Oh, yes," said Anansi, who was growing hungrier by the minute. "Well, then, please do join me. There is food ready and a place waiting for you." Turtle disappeared under the water and swam quickly to his house at the bottom of the river. Anansi jumped in the water, but he found that he could not reach Turtle's house. He tried to swim down, but he was so light that he kept popping back up to the surface. He tried diving, he tried belly flops, he even tried jumping from a tree. Nothing helped him get down to the river bottom. And yet, Anansi could not pass up a free supper. He thought about this problem and finally came up with a plan. Anansi grabbed some stones and rocks and stuffed them into his jacket pockets. Now, when he jumped into the water, he sank right down to the bottom. Pleased with himself, Anansi took out his place at the table, which was beautifully set with delicious foods. Just as he reached for his first bite, Turtle stopped eating and spoke. "Anansi, where are your manners? In my country, we do not wear our jackets to the dinner table." Anansi saw that Turtle had taken off his own jacket before sitting down. He started to remove his jacket, but as soon as it was off his shoulders, Anansi shot back up to the surface and popped out onto the riverbank. He stuck his head down into the water and saw Turtle slowly enjoying that wonderful meal all by himself. "I guess my tricks don't always pay off in the end," Anansi thought to himself. He returned to his home, tired and hungry.